Welcome to this tutorial on how to use the calendar on the TrackCC app. Let's use the same account used for the Teacher Pro app tutorial, the music school. This account had two classes, a guitar class and a piano class with 2 students each. So once you have set up the account in your classes, the calendar can be found here under each class. A combined calendar, which combines the events of all your classes, can be found here, right above your classes. Next, let's navigate to the settings on the bottom toolbar. So tap Settings, and the calendar option can be found under the Track Class Conduct section at the very bottom of that section. So here you can decide whether or not your classes would like to use the calendar feature. It can be turned off here, like this, and therefore, if you turn it off, it will not show up on the front page of the app or under each class like I just showed you. But let's keep it on for the sake of this tutorial, of course. So once you've made those changes, tap Done at the top. Adding events is identical for the combined calendar and the calendar tab under each class. The only difference is that the class calendar shows the events that pertain to that class only, and the combined calendar shows all events for all classes. Now let's learn how to add events. So let's go into the combined calendar. All right, and at the bottom, tap Add Event. So here we can see all the information we can add to a calendar event. So I'll go through all of the options now, and then we'll go through a couple examples of what types of events you can add. So first of all, we have the photo option. We can add a photo to the calendar event. And next is the title. Then we can select the class or all classes, which the event is for. Then we can choose the date here, and we can choose whether it's an all-day event or what the start and end times are. Then we have the repeat option. There are lots of options for how we can repeat those events. You can even create custom options here, but you have the repeat option. Then you can add a location for the event. Then you have the send notifications option if you have your contacts and notifications set up. More about this will be explained in a future notifications setup video. And then we have the option to add a URL. And lastly, we have the option to add some notes. So now let's add some sample events for our music school. So the first event, let's add a music theory class. And let's say that this class is for all classes. It's for both the students in the guitar class and the piano class. So everyone takes this class. And let's say that class is on Wednesdays let's say it's from 10 to 12. And let's say it also repeats. What if it's every Wednesday? So let's say we have our choices here. Let's say every week. And now we need to select an end date. So let's say the class stops repeating the 15th of September. All right, and tap Done and back. And now we have the music theory class repeating every Wednesday until the 15th of September, 2020. So now let's add also a location. We can add room 102. And then we have the option to send notifications, but let's leave that empty now. And now let's put in also a URL. We can put something, pretty much anything here, musictheory.org. Let's do that. And we can also write some notes down here. So let's say bring notebooks. Great. And now we have all those options selected here. So now let's actually add a photo to this event. So let's tap on the photo, and then let's take a photo from our library. All right, so let's go to all photos, And since this is a music theory class, let's put this nice photo there. And once you've selected the photo, it is there. So now we have our first event here, and then all you have to do is tap Add. And now we see it's repeating every Wednesday until the 15th of September. And we can also see in the calendar view, it is for every Wednesday until the 15th. So that is how you add an event. Let's add a couple more so we see the options that are available. So now let's add another event. So tap Add Event on the bottom toolbar. So for this event, let's add piano lessons, which occur for, of course, the piano class. And let's have them occur on every weekday except Wednesday, because that is when the music theory class is for all the students in the music school. So for the title, let's type piano lessons. And of course, they will only occur for the piano class. So let's select that. And let's say these piano lessons occur every weekday except Wednesday from 9 to 12. And now, since it's every weekday except Wednesday, we need to choose the repeat option here. So let's go into repeat and now into custom. So in custom, we select the frequency and we select week here. So now we can choose those specific days that this event will occur. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So once you have selected those, then you can go back. And now we need to select an end date. So let's say this event stops repeating also on the 15th of September. So tap Done, and now we can tap the back arrow, and now we see repeats every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until the 15th of September 2020. So now we can add a location. Let's say that the piano lessons occur in room 101, and then we can also add a URL here. Let's say it's pianolessons.org, and we can also add some notes. We can say sign in at front desk. So now that we've added the note, let's actually also add a photo to this event. So tap the icon at the top, and let's choose a photo from our library. So let's choose this photo for the piano lessons. And once you've selected the photo, it is already saved into the event. So now we can see it is saved there. So now we have filled in all the information for this event. Then let's tap Add at the top right corner. And now we see we have added the piano lessons on every weekday except Wednesday when we have the music theory class. So we see that all those events are here until the 15th of September, in addition to the calendar view here. They are all located here. So we see them here and we can open it up. Okay, so now let's go back to the event view. So now let's add one more event, and let's make this a one-time event. So tap Add Event on the bottom toolbar one more time. And let's make this a concert event. So all our students are invited to a concert. So let's add a field trip to concert. And of course, this would be for all classes. So let's select that. And since this is a one-time event, let's select the date. Let's say that this concert is on the 16th of September. So that wouldn't overlap with anything. And let's make this an all-day event. It's a long concert. And then let's add a location. We can also add an address here, for example. So let's just add a sample address here, 3rd and Street, for example. And we can also add a URL. So let's say concerttickets.com, for example. And then in the notes, we can say, for example, please buy tickets with link. And then the last thing we can do here is add a photo. So now let's choose a photo from our library. So let's choose this nice concert photo. And once you've chosen it, it's saved. So now we have the event ready. And again, this is a one-time event, so it doesn't repeat, and we have all the information filled out here. So once you've filled everything for that event, tap Add at the top right. So now we see, if we go to the bottom here, since the concert would be our last event, we can see the event here. So all the information we just filled out can be found here, and we can also edit it later on if we would like to. So let's go back, and then we also see that in the calendar view. So we see on the 16th, we see the concert, and we can go in here, and you can also edit it from here with the top right corner. There's the edit button. So there's two ways to get to the event from both views. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to mention is that students and guardians who you've invited to access their own student data will see a combined calendar that includes events from just those classes which they have been signed up for. Their view is otherwise identical to what the teacher sees in Event View or Calendar View. All right, so that was how you set up the calendar and add events. I hope you found this helpful, and if you do have any questions, don't hesitate and contact support@trackcc.org. Thank you.